Hello everybody, welcome back to my Country Sparkles channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make refrigerator pickles. They are so easy and oh man, they are so delicious. I have a plethora of cucumbers. They're not pickles yet, but cucumbers from my garden that I just harvested. And so I thought, why not put them in the fridge to make some nice crispy refrigerator pickles. Since I've got so many pickles, I'm going to be making a half-gallon jar worth of pickles. So this is a lot of pickling juice that I'm gonna whip up real fast. So the first part, liquid and salt and sugar, we need to put on the stove to boil. So let me put that together. So we've got 1 1/3 cup water. Then we've got vinegar, which is 2 2/3 cup. Vinegar, just white distilled vinegar. Then I've got sugar, this is 3/4 of a cup. Got salt, this is 5 teaspoons. And I'm gonna boil this all together to dissolve the sugar in the salt. And then I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have my vinegar mixture behind me there, dissolving and bringing up to a boil, let's get to my jar ready. So I've already washed my jar. I've washed it with hot water and soap and rinsed it with really hot water, sterilizing my jar. And now we just need to add a few things to it. So for starters, we're gonna put in the bottom just 8 cloves of garlic. These are from my garden, so yummy. So 8 cloves of that. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, just to add a little bit of kick to it. Oh man, it's so good. We don't like spicy in our family, so it doesn't add like hot spicy, just like a little tinge of of goodness. 2 teaspoons of peppercorn. And then we're gonna do 8 sprigs, or 12 dill sprigs from my garden. These I picked from my garden and then I put in this Tupperware to freeze. That way I could pull it out and use them whenever I need to. And so when I used freeze sprigs, I just kind of grab a bunch and I'm like, oh, that's about a sprig. So that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, do one more. And we'll do this one as 12. So this is about the size of a good sprig. So I try to grab clumps about that big, and 12. There you go. That's all ready. All the rest of my spices are in the bottom here. Now I'm going to slice up my cucumbers and add to this. But first I'm going to pause you so I can stir my vinegar mixture to get all the goodness dissolved in there. I got the vinegar mixture back behind me, all stirred up. Now it needs to boil for about 5 minutes just to make sure everything is nice and dissolved in there. And that'll take about as long as it'll take for me to slice up my cucumbers. I've got a mandolin here. Love using my mandolin. It's so nice and easy to make slices. I'm gonna cut off the ends, the top and the bottom. Feed those to my chickens. They will love them. And then I just take my mandolin and my cucumber and I slice them up. And I just slice up as many cucumbers as will fit into my jar. And that's it. And just pile them in there. I won't make you sit here and watch me slice up all my cucumbers, but just like that, I slice them and then I put them into my jar. And I'm gonna stuff this jar very, very full. So I'll be right back. Here it is. My jar is all full of pickles. Stuff like literally can't put any more in there. I like to leave a little bit on the top though, so that way the juices don't spill out. So don't fill it all the way up to the rim. I like to fill it just below the mouth of the jar, and it doesn't look good. I even had a cucumber left over, so I'm gonna have to make another batch, but that's no big deal. More cucumbers, the better. And so I'm just gonna pour my vinegar mixture in here. That was boiling for about 5 minutes. Everything's all dissolved in there. There it is. Just filled it right up to the rim. I'm gonna get my knife here, make sure it's all submerged, because you want them inside, all under the vinegar mixture, so that way they can all be soaking up all that goodness flavor. And now I'm gonna get the lid. Okay, got a clean canning lid here. This is actually a used one. I just clean them off and I can reuse them for things like this in the fridge, because I'm not sealing the jar. It's just to sit in the fridge to just soak up the vinegar mixture. So I've got my lid and the ring, and that's it. And now I'm gonna let this cool for just like an hour or something, so I don't put it in the fridge crazy hot. And then I'll just put it in the fridge and let it sit at the very least overnight, but I like it best when it's been sitting for about a week in the fridge. And then they're just crisp out of the fridge. It's so delicious. I spilled a little bit of vinegar mixture here, so I'm going to rinse off my jar too before I put it in the fridge. But that is how you make refrigerator pickles. Very easy, very delicious, and they'll be gone before you know it. Thank you so much for joining me in this video and watching it with me. If you liked it, please give it a like down below and subscribe so that way I can see you next time. Bye.